My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is June 7th, 2024. It is 3:22 a.m. This is video number 2. Video number 1 will be on this channel. I did a recording regarding Harry's appeal. He won his appeal. And then it was 2 tweets that talks about it and 1 tweet that talks about William not wearing his wedding ring. I squeezed it in there. And so now I'm going to continue. This is the list that I started since yesterday. And once I saw the appeal topic, I wanted to tackle it right away. So let's look at some numbers. Well, this is, if you look at video number 1, it's the same thing. All right, nothing changed. So let's go on Twitter. I was reading this a few minutes ago. Let me share it with you since I'm here. So apparently, it seems like there's someone who's suing Netflix about a show that did not identify her, but the person came out is gonna sue Netflix because the show was about her. Alright, let's see here. Imagine suing a network for making a show about a person that was not in any way named for allegedly defaming you, thereby exposing your own identity and admitting to the public you are indeed the person that show was based on. Please make it make sense. Baby Reindeer, that's in quote, alleged real Martha sues Netflix demanding at least $170 million in damages. She's about to spend some money and not getting anything. Let me read what's there and then move on. Must be something in the water. It's like the one who said Prince Harry ruined her life by writing about her in his book. That's the behind the pub one. He named no one. He gave no clues as to their identity. She decided he was talking about her. It got her 15 minutes. She didn't hear about Linda Fairstein lawsuit outcome. I don't know anything about that. You can't make it make sense, but it does seems like a UK thing. Oh, is she from the UK? I don't know. Alright, I had to Google about it after watching and saw that he legit never mentioned her, or at least most don't know who she is. This is not smart if she is indeed the lady. She wanted the money. I mean, people were able to figure out who it was just from the show, though. I don't know. If the show didn't mention any name, she's gonna have to prove herself. That's all. Alright, so let me stop here. It was not on my list, but since it was on my screen, I decided to share it with you. Alright, next tweet. So there's that here. Daily Mail. Prince Harry shouldn't plan on being buried in Windsor or in the UK. I'm like, where did that come from? Why did they bring this up? Of all other topics, this is what they brought up. They plan to off him. Oh yeah, since the chase, well, even before the chase, since they removed his security, that was the whole plan. But God is good. God has a better understanding, better plan for Harry and Meghan and his little family. What a horrible country. What is wrong with these people? They have a ton of royals who they never discuss start making hay out of the people left. Harry can be buried where he and Meghan choose. Arthur will be lovely or some pretty place by the sea in California. Dude has options. Or maybe by his mother's, wherever his mom is buried. Harry can choose wherever he wants. Alright, what are the British media talking about where a completely healthy 39-year-old man will be buried? There's the I here. Okay, it's solely personal choice, but he could always be buried at Althorpe next to his mom. Oh, so that's where the place is? Okay, and his family could join him there at his time. Nah, I think I have a feeling it will be somewhere in California where his little family could come freely without any people bothering. Okay, after this, that's it. The Daily Mail is projecting. If you notice, everything they ever accuse or suggest about the Sussexes is something that is happening, has happened, or will happen with the Wells. That is true. That is true. All right, they're letting us know. Okay, why are they talking like this? All right, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. All right, so this is, I think, is a video. I came across it. I didn't listen to it yet. Let's pause. So it's 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Okay, she is a private citizen, so that alone probably tell me they're talking about Meghan. She was born in the US. There's another clue here. She doesn't live in the UK. Another clue. Her lifestyle isn't funded by UK taxpayers. Another clue. She is a toddler. Okay, she is a toddler. You should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, so that she is a toddler, so that's probably Lily. Okay, you should be ashamed of yourself. There's the video here. Okay, I thought it was about Meghan, but that here, toddler, so that's Lily. So let's listen. 2 minutes and 17 seconds.
Family members and Lilibet's friends, not family members from this side of the pond.
No, of course.
Though, Jack, and actually, remarkably, we know so very little about Lily.
And of course, no photograph is the key thing. So with
Well, that's right. This is what they call about privacy. When they do share anything, okay, before, can you remember the first 2 years when they were in the US, when they put pictures about the Christmas thing? These people turned this into a complete 360. Last year, I don't think they did. But then again, you had the docu-series, you had all sort of things. So we had tons and tons of content and videos of the kids. So they didn't put anything out. But you people always complaining though. So this is the kind of privacy they were looking for. When they decided to share with you, you get what they decided to share with you. Things that they feel comfortable. Meghan talked about this in the Oprah interview.
Want when it comes to privacy.
It's not them who have said they want privacy. It's something that the tabloid.
If you want to be private, go back to America and live privately. It's pretty straightforward.
It's said about them that's latched on. They have taken steps when there have been blatant violations, unlawful violations of privacy. Of course, then they've challenged it because that's in line with their values. But that doesn't mean just because you assert your human rights that you then become some kind of Trappist monk and take a vow of silence and you're not allowed to discuss anything. That's not how privacy works. Privacy is about the right to own and control what personal information you choose to share with somebody.
That you shouldn't you have an expectation that you're going to have to lose privacy?
Well, it's two things here.
That's part of the deal.
Two things here. I think everyone has a basic right to privacy. Basic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're not talking about anything that anybody else wouldn't expect. So if you're at work and you have a photograph of your child on your desk and your coworker says, "Oh my gosh, your kid's so cute. That's fantastic. Can I see your phone so I can see all the pictures of your child?" You go, "No, this is the picture I'm comfortable sharing with you." And then if they double down and say, "No, but you already showed me that one, so you have to show me everything." You know what? I'm just going to hire someone to sit in front of your house or hide in the bushes and take pictures into your backyard because you've lost your right to privacy because you shared one image with me.
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of the flawed argument and its operating mechanism that they're confusing people to think. I think life is about being able to share our stories and share parts of our lives that you're comfortable with. There's no one who's on Instagram or social media that would say, because I shared this one picture, that entitles you to have my entire camera roll. Go ahead, look through it. No one would want that. So it's about boundaries and it's about respect. They've created a false narrative. I've never talked about privacy.
Mm-hmm.
But now you guys have an issue with that as well. Okay? It's none of your business. These are their children. They do what they want to do with them. And, share whatever it is that they want to share. So let's move it back slightly. Well, let's start all over.
Family members and Lilibet's friends, not family members from this side of the pond.
No, of course.
Though, Jack, and actually, remarkably, we know so very little about Lily.
And of course, no photograph is the key thing. So with Archie, we actually have seen a whole bunch of pictures and the little video clips of him from his early life, because they decided to do that during the for the Oprah interview and for some of their other projects. But they
There's
really
one for
haven't
Lily's
really.
first birthday, which was here,
Which was at
wasn't
Frogmore
it?
Cottage here. Yeah, that was the day that we think she met the Queen. Although there's no picture of the two of them together, but. It feels kind of strange because she's a royal kid. I do kind of respect it as well, though. This is actually what they always said that they wanted to do for their children. And then
Exactly. Okay, I didn't even hear it. It makes sense here. This is exactly what they wanted, and they got it.
they kind of rode back a bit with Archie, and did put him into the limelight a little bit. But with Lilibet, they really are kind of keeping her in a kind of bubble where she can live a semi-ordinary, very affluent but semi-ordinary life.
Yeah, I mean, this was the choice, wasn't it? They knew that if they stepped back, they could have complete control over exactly what they did, and nobody had any right or means to question any of it. And that's what they've got. You know, they don't want to release pictures, they don't want to release information. They're not going to, and that's absolutely fine. People magazine had the story that there was a little party for Lily this past weekend ahead of her birthday yesterday, but that the Sussex camp really not saying anything at all about her birthday or about...
Yeah, they don't owe us any of this, okay? They don't owe us any of this. If you guys had left them alone, I'm pretty sure we would have had tons and tons of content, because you guys refuse to let them live their lives. I've said this before. What the tabloid wanted, as Harry and Meghan and their little family enjoying life, the British media wants to be part of it, and Harry and Meghan said no. While I'm enjoying my life, I do not want you near me. Afterward, if I took pictures, if I had videos, I could decide which of these contents I want to share with you after they enjoy their moment. But you guys will not give them an ounce. My goodness, Harry had to spend money to get the freedom that he has now, and he's still fighting. Go to video 1 with the appeal. Okay? But you guys will not let them. How is this living life? But meanwhile, there's Kate, who hasn't been seen since December. But you guys don't want to talk about that. Even this segment should not even be about Lily. It's none of your business. Where is Kate? Oh my goodness. Let's continue.
What they were doing for it. So, you know, that's their prerogative now, and that's
they don't need to do it. I mean,
exactly.
Right from the word go, when Archie was born and Meghan didn't want to follow the protocol of standing out there with your newborn baby hours after giving birth, which is, you know, most people would find pretty terrifying. They have wanted to do things differently when it came to their children, and that's what we're...
And then with that as well, not standing in front of the hospital after giving birth, remember, at that time, many of us did not know, but many of the squad probably had an idea, is that the threat level between the press, the UK, and random people against them. So you standing in front of a hospital and a whole bunch of camera pointing at you, you don't know who's who. It wasn't safe at all. Okay? So you can understand why they didn't want to do that. Alright, so I move it back again.
You know, most people would find pretty terrifying. They have wanted to do things differently when it came to their children, and that's what we're seeing.
Yeah, they've wanted to have control, really. That's what it was all about. And I've always maintained, you know, they never said that they wanted to go and have a totally private life. And when people have come forward and criticised them for why are you doing things publicly when you want it to be private?
If you want to be private, go back to America and live privately. It's pretty straightforward.
They wanted control. That's what they wanted. They wanted to be able to decide for themselves and not be dictated by convention or expectations linked to... And
shouldn't you have an expectation that you're going to have to lose privacy?
Well, it's two things here.
That's part of the deal.
Two things here. I think everyone has a basic right to privacy. Basic, right? So if you're at work and you have a photograph of your child on your desk and your coworker says, "Oh my gosh, your kid's so cute, that's fantastic. Can I see your phone so I can see all the pictures of your child?" You go, "No, this is the picture I'm comfortable sharing with you. You have to show me everything." You know what? I'm just going to hire someone to sit in front of your house or hide in the bushes and take pictures into your backyard because you've lost your right to privacy because you shared one image with me. That's sort of the flawed argument and its operating mechanism, that they're confusing people to think.
If you want to be private, go back to America and live privately. It's pretty straightforward.
I think life is about being able to share our stories and share parts of our lives that you're comfortable with.
They wanted control. That's what they wanted. They wanted to be able to decide for themselves and not be dictated by convention or expectations linked to and
suffered. Do everything you can to make sure that whatever negative experiences that you had, that you can make it right for your kids. We chose to put our mental health first. That's what we're doing, and that's what we will continue to do. Isn't this all about breaking the cycle? Isn't this all about making sure that history doesn't repeat itself? That whatever pain and suffering has happened to you, that you don't pass on?
What? I'm surprised she's actually saying this. I don't know who she is. That's exactly that. So what took them so long to actually say the truth? But the other guy literally said, if you want privacy, go back to America. Meghan also said she never talked about privacy. Why did these people took so long to actually said what she just said? Let me move it back. The last few minutes, or should I say second, of that video. That's exactly that. They wanted control.
Terrifying. They have wanted to do things differently when it came to their children, and that's what we're seeing.
Yeah, they wanted to have control, really. That's what it was all about. And I've always maintained, they never said that they wanted to go and have a totally private life. And when people have come forward and criticised them for why are you doing things publicly when you wanted to be private, they wanted control. That's what they wanted. They wanted to be able to decide for themselves and not be dictated by convention or expectations linked to.
Okay, so that's that. I would like to listen more of her, what she's saying here. Okay, they mad because they can't.
Members.
Oops, let's pause. They mad because they can't make money off of Lily. They are also mad because they don't know how they look. They can't be racist without pictures. That's true, 100%. And have they done things differently? Does the public get details about birthday parties for any of the royal kids, including the future heir? Okay, they assumed that Harry and Meghan was going to trade their children for good press. They are disappointed because they don't have any access to them and can't describe the looks. They deserve all of that. They asked for it. The UK tabloid, they, intruding into her life. I mean, I don't know why they felt this was the right thing to do. Invading into their oh my God. Well, when you think about it, because the institution have been for a very long time. So they've been in control of everything. So they thought they were going to be able to control that. But Harry and Meghan said, no, I want control of my life. I have to control what I want to share with you. All right. The lady in the purple jacket got it right. She is a shit stirrer. Oh, really? She blocked me 4 years ago because I questioned her clickbait articles. I don't know who she is. Yeah, she blocked me too. She's sly. Very interesting. This is what the true squad is from the beginning. I don't know who that lady is. Royston desperately wanted photos for his money packet. He sounds so disappointed. There's a laugh. Miss Murphy also coming to term that Camp Sussex wanted control. So that's her name. Murphy. Okay, so these are other squaddies who probably been there from the beginning because I have no clue. All three of them. I think the guy, I sort of have an idea. I think he sometime write for Newsweek. I think that's him. I'm not 100%. But the other two ladies, I have no clue. Okay. Miss Murphy also coming to term that Camp Sussex wanted control, not following conventional archaic rules to meet people's expectation. Alright, let's pause this. Alright, y'all are monsters. I will protect my children from those British monsters too after the way they treated Archie. Okay, they need to leave babies and children alone, demons. Alright, so with that, let me go to the next one. Okay, so this is talking about Kate's fans. Okay, Kevin's having buyer's remorse moment, SussexSquad, and all those other hashtags. Alright, so what is this about? Kate Middleton may never come back to her previous role, but let's continue. He thought he was better than his father with his family unit. Turned out to be fake. Can't believe I wasted my time on being part of the Cambridge fandom. Karen Armies. Okay. Alright, I don't know. There's that. The squad usually shares screenshot of this person. I don't follow these people, but I read what the squad are talking about. Wake up, royalists. You've been conditioned to hate. The truth been written by royal family wall of the world. We're not surprised. It's just a drip, drip, drip of maple syrup. There's something I posted on my community board. I was watching a podcast from Midas Touch YouTube channel, and it was this what is it? What's the church name again? Those fundamentalists, white. I had to go to my community board. Okay, it was evangelicals. All right, this guy was conditioned by the church kind of teaching. Okay, he even said, what is it? What's that cartoon? Ariel, one of Little Mermaid. They weren't allowed to watch because the way the cartoon dress or whatever. But when it comes to Trump and realize some of the people he listens to are going along with Trump's type of behavior, and decided to change course. It's the same thing with me when I was young. You're listening to the church, and then you see the people who's teaching at the church saying saying things you should do, but outside of the church they're doing some crazy stuff. You be like, what the hell? Sometimes those little questions that popped up in your mind is telling you something, and this is what's happening here with these people. That was an example he gave. I truly hope some of you, especially if you're in the US, watch that video that I put on my community board. He was saying, imagine the church put you in a basement that is very damp, moldy, whatever, but the people who's teaching you, telling you this is, all sort of crazy things. This is the best thing that could happen to you. You here, you that, but whatever. But on top of the church, there's this huge variety of things. You see the bright light. I'm paraphrasing, but it's best to listen to it. So, and while they're teaching you in the basement, they're telling you, don't go there, don't do this, don't do that. Like, don't leave the basement to see what's up there because it's bad, it's this. But one, remember, there's always one who's defiant, decided he had enough. He doesn't like being in but he was getting sick from the moldy. That was the example he was giving in the basement, and decided to say, F this, I'm going up there to be exposed to, to look for something better. All right. So while he was up there and realized there's a huge variety of things that, what the people were telling him were a lie. So now that the others follow and see all the things that they told him was wrong, but yet the people who was telling them it wrong were enjoying this, and now they're moving away from the church and they don't want to be any part of it. And some people become big atheists, this type of thing. But for him, as an example, he said he still believes in the values that they were teaching him, but it's just not the way those people are going about it, like Trump, saying things with the Access Hollywood thing and all of that. So go watch this for people like it. I know this is not something many of you are part of, but like, for instance, in my podcast, I bring a variety of topic. Even if the subject is about the Sussexes or the Charles or whatever, it branched out. So when I came across this, I thought I shared it. Okay. Again, you don't have to watch it, obviously. So by looking at this example, it almost the same thing with the royal family. And the UK media, the UK tabloid, they creating this false narrative and brainwash those people. Many of them fall for it. And I don't know, I guess now they're starting to see the light. And some of the things that they thought was right is now wrong. I mean, it takes a lot of effort. I mean, with the pushback that we doing, myself, my podcast, and other people, other Sussex Squad who's doing podcasts, shedding light on the truth, all of this probably help. They probably still come under my comments and put negative things, trying to, mock my videos or say whatever it is that they tend to say under Positive Sussex, my podcast. But every little bit count. So we just have to push back and tell the truth. When I say something, usually if I know where the source is, I'll put a small clip of it to show you this is what the person was saying. So it's like the royal family, I don't know, they're in deep shit right now, I think. Anyway, let's get back to the original recording. So that's one of the reasons I share that other video with you on my community board, because people's eyes are starting to open. All right, so that's that. So let's read what's there. That's an ad. Let's read these, and then that's it. 6 years later, after all they said and done. All right, you can tell me she's not a closet squatty, lol. William is living his best life without Kate. Why did it take so long for her to see it? All right, we don't know what happened to her. It must be really stink to have been a hateful of others that you ignore the obvious truth about bullying. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. I don't know, it seems like the pilots tell them go hate, and then without any self-thought or process, and then they just go and do. They don't really stop and think and see, you know, this is what this person is doing, this is what this person is doing, let me not go there. But no, without, it's like they remove their brain, throw it in the garbage, and then they say, firm, the royal family, control me. It seems like it. I don't understand. Like I said, I was not following Harry and Meghan or the royal family at all. I just knew Meghan married into the institution, and I was happy for her. And then occasionally when I see headlines, I'll read them. I mean, I mentioned this so many times, but I keep on having new subscribers. So when they come, I repeat myself again. So it's through the negative headlines that got me thinking to say, how could an African American marry into that, at least I thought, prestige family, and then this is the nonsense that is happening? So I had to stop and think and said, no, this cannot be true. Because as much as many people may think African Americans are this negative thing, you know, when the media is talking about anyone other than themselves, white people, they always put them in a negative way. All right, you see how they always talk about Meghan. Despite what you may think, what the media is telling you about black people in the US and all of that, yes, some can be true, okay? There's always bad apples in every group. But the majority of educated African American, even if they don't have higher education, but the basic of things, respect your elders. This is something that is always taught in every cultures, especially in the Asian community. Respect your elders. This is also in the African American system. Respect your elders. And, you know, do different, you know, many other things. So that's one of many. Okay? And then to see Meghan marry into that institution, and then you hearing all this negativity, I was like, no way. There is absolutely no way. Alright? If she was able to meet Harry, so that means there are other things that lead her to be in that high space for Harry to recognize her, to be able to see her. So which means things that she was doing before, okay, not just actress. I didn't even know she was doing work for the UN and all those other things she was doing, volunteering. I knew nothing. The only thing that I knew, she was an actress. That's it. But when you start looking deeper and deeper, you're uncovering many other things. You say, what the hell? And in a way, I don't know, I guess some people had to suffer in order to open people's eyes, because I never thought the royal family was that shady. You know, despite Princess Diana's thing, I still didn't know the royal family was that infested. I don't know what's lower than. It's just pure discussing, pure trash. Oh my God. Okay, so let's do this one here. Alright, so yeah, despite what you hear on TV about African American, the majority, I would say 90% of African American are not what the media is portraying them to. But there are some, okay? There are some. So let's read this. What Willy learned from his parents' divorce is you don't let a spouse more popular than you walk away with a voice after a divorce. Unlike Diana, Kate's birth family is broke and penniless. She just has to sit and watch as she fades out and replaced in broad daylight. That's true. I think I shared some of these. There were pamphlets going around Kate's family's home that she's broke. She borrowed money from not borrow money. She bought things from vendors but did not pay them. This kind of thing. Many people many of the squad knew it was the work of the the institution or the Daily Mail, their minions doing their work for them to smear the family name so they don't come out and talk. If you do this, that is gonna... sometimes when you don't give a shit, you don't care anymore. None of this will mean a damn thing. Because what's one more of a negative they already were doing? But this is the thing. They never been in that situation. And her problem is not teaming up with Meghan. They don't have to team up, but the way she treated Meghan and that family, that's, even her friend are not even talking about her. They don't see her, they don't care, but they still talking about Meghan. This should be concerning to anybody. You don't see her, but they tell you she's everywhere. What the hell? And then you're hearing from a journalist outside of the UK telling you she's not well at all. And then you see all the lies, the family, the Mother Day's picture, the walkabout, the AI. That should raise question. That should raise the radar. Where is she? Why they doing all of that? They go out of their way to do all of this. A simple thing, just go out and wave and say, hi, I'm well, I'm this, I have cancer, I have this. You said with your own how hard it is. But instead, they go to that extra mile to create this picture for the people to buy. But the people are not buying it. Well, some are, but people outside of the UK are not buying it. All right, so let's read. I thought it was well sus the way all the militant dirty laundry started seeking the light of day on loop. Almost as if someone wanted it out there, Camilla got her attack dogs on the case, and it seems with woes all over the place. Coincidence? I think not. Okay, allegedly. We don't know who's truly behind it, but I was seeing it. Okay, leaking the militant dirty laundry was a warning shot. The Rose issue and her suddenly being everywhere is no coincidence. I'm expecting her and son on the balcony. These people have no shame. Her mother, Carol Kardashian, is to blame for this. That woman's naked ambition is a thing to behold. Real mothers don't pimp out their daughters like this. Okay, I don't wish a mother like that on anybody. All right. After this, that's it. Missington thought she was secure when even Diana, with all her pedigree, wasn't. Right? That's the price you pay when you are willing to do anything to get a man and then find out he wasn't worth all the effort. She's reaping what she saw. Karma. The comments are good. This is happening in real time, and the call her Catherine fake fans are mute. This is what I'm saying. You don't hear her friends talking about her. Where is she? Is everything okay? At least to know she's okay. That's it. It's not like I'm her friend, but when you see the pattern of things, when is this type of pattern going to stop? She has 2 boys. Okay? Who are these boys going to marry and then the cycle to continue? Okay? So this is the thing here. They aren't Kate supporters, simply racist, patriarchy, loving, misogynistic Meghan haters. She's discovering the reality of her supporters and that they are Meghan haters and not her supporters. Alright? So let's go to the next one. This is crazy and sick. Next one. Okay, Harry actually served in dedicating his life to show the world the strength and power of veterans through the Invictus game. Okay, should be through the Invictus game. William gets the honor for doing absolutely nothing. He has medals that can even be translated in his action. He's just an expensive cosplayer. Alright, so there's that. I didn't really follow that D-Day thing. I share things on my community board regarding Charles. I didn't even put it on the list. Okay, so go on my community board, today's date, yesterday, that I share on my community board. Toy soldier, I see you Americans. I can tell that by your spelling. Yes, okay. Bunker Harry served in Afghanistan. So what was all the other medals for? The IG was started with the help of UK MAD. Okay, it's a charity. Harry and Meghan just show up for their own glory. IG will still go ahead without Harry and Meghan. Okay, so that needs to respond. You know what? It's already 4 o'clock. Let me just black. I don't feel like responding to that. Never mind. Prince William spent over 6 years in the armed services as a search and rescue pilot for the RAF. Then they even say he didn't even want to work. He come for a small amount of time. Oh my God. Alright, so these I don't need to read because these are full lie. I wish I could respond, but alright. Meg, what have you and your doormat of husband? Oh my God, this is what they're talking about? Okay, I may not read some of this. Let me just move on because this is not true. Alright. Wow. This is crazy. Wow. Harry serve. And he's the only one who understands the people's pain. Okay, who's a big boy? Attaboy. That's the baby bottle. Rebecca English, standing with 7 presidents. The way they're writing, it's like freaking sandbags toddlers. Sandbag toddlers. But yet he can't even, whatever. Rebecca English, standing with 7 presidents, 3 kings, and too many prime ministers to count. Prince William stepped up for his most high-profile role on the international stage yet. There's the squad are laughing. This is the one. Oh my Lord. Exactly. He is now moving with the big boys. At a point, I thought it was George that Rebecca English was talking about. How sad. I know. This is really sad. He and Charles love their unearned tat. There's all of this. That's an ad. Let's move on. Oh my Lord. This is why he can't really perform anything. Oh my God, this is sad. All right, next one. That's the same thing again. So the squad are talking about. Imagine thinking you're a statement because you play toy soldier for your nana and receive 10 pancakes medals, not based on merit, but for parties, and wore them when daddy brought you along to see actual leaders selected by the countrymen, women, to show respect to actual fallen heroes. Alright, so there's me here. That was an hour ago. Only if he could read the people's mind that he was surrounded by. He and his father believe they are the only smart people. They don't think the people, especially the vets, don't know what they did to Harry. Okay. Did he wear the coronation medal with his stepmother's face on it? Okay, so that's an ad. Okay, what is that? Let's pause. That's a GIF. Nothing about the historic event except to say Willy was there in attendance, which no one will remember. He will never be an international leader. He will never be respected. He will be an international because of his position, due to his birthright. Okay, so we just need to be clear of that. That's it, because of his birthright. But to be respected, I don't think so. Okay, this I agree. He will never be respected. They need to tell him the truth before it's too late. The Daily Mail and William. Okay, it was take your child to work. It was take your child to work. Those kings and William didn't earn their place on the podium. They were born into it. Nothing to brag about. That's it. Yeah. Queen Elizabeth gave these medals to William. You know they are made of chocolate and are for emergencies. This is monarchy. It's time to abolish the monarchy. What a statesman. Dad pushed the prom with a 42-year-old guy and it's a gathering, and a whole nation was proud of the baby of 42, Great Britain. Alright, so let's go to the next one. I believe it's the same topic as well. Yep, same thing. I'm not gonna read it. This feels so cringe and desperate. Willy's like a toddler who's been allowed to stay up past his bedtime and is super excited to join the adults. The squad have different way of talking about it. Let me just leave this here. Alright. If a piece of lettuce was born first, it would have been invited instead of William. William is the only one there who was invited just because he was born first, which is not the flex you think it is. That is true. So this was recent. So I like when they bring they take screenshot of the data as well. So this is recent, yesterday. So true. Is that the ad? Honest Q, okay, honest question. What excuse will the derangers use to justify their taxes going to pay Kate if she's not a working royal? Very interesting. The script is, her name is Catherine. She's the mother of 3 children, and has cancer. Oh my God. Cancer card. This card may be used to get out of anything. As a 2-time cancer survivor of 20 plus years, now healthy and mother of 5, I did not realize that I should be ashamed. Refuse to talk with anyone, hide from all outside contact with my 2 drops of warrior DNA. I must always be called Your Highness. My birth name is only to be used. This is crazy. But anyway, that's an ad. Okay, a memorial service of his magnitude is very important, but attending the service is definitely not important. Well, all right, so let's go to the next one. I'm almost done. Next one. I don't know if it's the same one. Okay, so there's that. Wink one time, and it's how long William has served in the military. Now ask yourself why he can talk about commitment to service when he doesn't even know what it means. And the only one who really knows what it means is the one they ostracized because he married a black woman. Okay, so he's quoting William here. The commitment to serve displayed by Canadian troops is a great testament to the strength of the people of Canada. HRH, the Prince of Wales. Okay, there's that. Does anyone else find it weird they wear medals for attending their grandmother's birthday party to a military event? So I don't know what all of these medals represent. I know I come across things that shows it, but I will not remember. But did they wear them too? Oh my God. Okay, the girl to wear unearned medals too. William and Charles do not know what commitment to wife is. What about your commitment to marriage? Really? Oops. All right, or read from a script someone else wrote. I mean, this is the firm who's throwing them under the gutter. Still talking through your hole. He was in the Royal RAF. He knows exactly what commitment means, unlike the spare who has never committed to anything alone. I'm telling you, they're coming out. You know what? Since I'm laughing, let me say you're funny. You're funny. You should do stand-up comedy, silly you. All right, so there's that, and then black. Sometime, my goodness. Whew. All right, next tweet. Wow, this is unbelievable. The guy risked his life. I mean, when you look back years from now, our great-grandkids looking back at this moment to see this is the way people of our time is doing, it's unbelievable. Okay, Sussex Squad, take note, y'all famous. All right, that's from Amazon UK, Prince Harry. Okay, there's a link. I'll leave this. I'm not gonna read that, but maybe somebody who's trying to promote the thing. Okay, but today the truth teller have come over from a dark side to fight side by side with the prince and his life work to clean up the worst excesses of the media, likened to a ragtag Dirty Dozen style private army of ex-criminals, opportunists, and grubby former tabloid hacks. Rupert Murdoch's lawyer described them as activists, former phone hackers, and anti-press campaigners. However, a high court judge has praised 2 of the prince's most high-profile helpers, former private investigators, Daniel Hanks, Hollywood detective, and Steve Whittemore, blogger. Justice Fancourt found their witness evidence to be accurate and their account to be true. In addition, tens of thousands of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's fans all over the world, dubbed the Sussex Squad, have hailed the Duke's whistleblower warrior as heroes. Sussex Squad. Okay, take your flowers, Sussex Squad. Beautiful community. That's an ad. There's that. Love it. The squad. What? Very interesting. The more you attack Prince Harry and Meghan, the more our numbers grow and grow. The Sussex Squad worldwide. There's that. Okay. We are worldwide, different time zone, and that frustrates the toxic British press. Yeah, because they can't do their things in peace. Oh my God, I forgot to do a prayer for the last video. Okay, me proud to be a squaddy. So proud of all my fellow warriors for justice. All right, this is my last tweet. I just thought about it. I think I did I? I'll pause and look. All right. They hate Meghan because they can't accept that she's more accomplished than that family and that as a black girl, she married Harry. Some of them are so stuck in their colonial minds that they're foaming at the mouth to see her Kirsty to Kate, but that won't happen. Cry now. Okay. What's that? AFIK, Meghan's never curtsies to Camilla. Kate has had to. She's American. She doesn't have to curtsy to anyone. 4 years ago, Meghan cut out the millennium toxic family she married into and has created a happy, healthy, peaceful home in America with her prince and 2 adorable kids. As for the Princess of Wales, Kate is not going to be around for anyone to curtsy to. She's not obsolete. She's not obsolete. Oh my God. That. Okay, Meghan will never bend the knee to Kate or to the whole of the UK. Harry isn't going to let her. Okay, have the Derangers become friends of a certain WNBA players? I'm seeing a lot of new sport fans on my Facebook feed. Okay, I don't know. I haven't been on Facebook for a long time. They hate Duchess of Sussex simply because of her race and because she refused to become a Stepford wife like KKK. Except she doesn't consider herself black. Nah, stop that, okay? There's things that Kate, I'm saying Kate, there's things that Meghan have talked about, okay? I'll put the clip. I have it. There will be some screenshot in between.
A couple years ago, I heard someone call my mom the N-word. So I think for me, beyond being personally affected by racism, just to see the landscape of what our country is like right now, certainly the world, and to want things to be better.
Yeah, Meghan, you no, Meghan never thought she was like Princess Diana. So this is in your head. Okay, let me put that. Alright, so that's me here. This is in your head. Meghan never thought she was Princess Di, but how do you know what Meghan thinks? You are a fool who's just upset that Meghan takes control of her life. She then let, luckily I have, she then let the royal family control her. So take a seat. Where is Kate, by the way? Alright, so that's that. I'm done. Okay, so there's no more tweets that I want to share with you. There's plenty of other comments and responses, but that's that. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link. And what is that here? This is new. Okay, Tammy got her ass handed to her by a fab. There's this beautiful done. Alright, so what is that? This is brand new. Okay, I was done already. Alright, so this is Camilla Tamney. The head up ass amateur has just shot up again. Imagine posting this in complete ignorance of everything I've written at Telegraph and all the ministers I've grilled on Tory failure at GB News and calling yourself an academic. Professor this, okay? 14 years of misrule lies and collapse of the economy and public services mean you have nothing to say. Alright, so there's the person here. Okay, so she retweeted this person here. That's what happened here. She retweeted this person here, and then the person came back and responded to her. I read your right-wing bias garbage and hopeless prediction, and yes, actually, I do call myself an academic as I have 4 doctorate, 2 master's degree, ABA, a certificate, cert, okay, ed, and I'm an endowed professor and an Ivy League, and as far as I can tell you, you have no qualification at all and right drivel. Touche. Sometimes people need to come back and respond to these people. What the hell is wrong with it? I love it. This is what I mean sometimes. You don't need to follow a lot of these people. That Camilla Tamney, I don't follow her. But the squad bring those things back here. Wonderful. It's superb. There's that. That's an ad. Okay. That's it. Oh my God. There's 35 posts I haven't seen. Okay. So there's that. Okay, let me pause and look what I could add to this. So there's nothing really much going on, but I saw this video. I thought it was really cute. Alright, hi Willy. Come on, baby. Come on. I love and miss this man. So this is President Obama. Looked like he was playing golf. It's 24 seconds. Let's watch.
Who's this cutie pie?
Her name is Riley.
Hi, Riley. Come on, baby.
Hi.
Come on. Come on. How old's Riley?
Yay, she'll be 3 months here.
Yeah, she's a cutie pie.
Yay.
How you doing? How you
Say
doing?
hi.
Huh? Yeah, see, she's waving. There she is.
Say hi.
I can't feed you though, baby. I can't. She's adorable.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
That is so cute. That remind me when he was president, there was a baby who was crying, and then I think former First Lady Michelle Obama tried to hold the baby, she was still crying. And then when President Obama held the baby stopped crying, and he gave Michelle a weird eye. You see, like, I could handle this. Let me see if somebody put it here. Nah. All right, so let me not take too long. It's already 4:12 a.m. So I need to edit these videos. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness, and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.